This is a 9-part video series on yoga, and this is video 2. Where does yoga come from? It's thought that yoga originated from the ancient Indus Valley civilization, which was a Bronze Age civilization dating back over 5,000 years. However, the true origins of yoga and how old it actually is can't ever really be known. Yoga, the teachings and practice, were shared orally for millennia. Vedic knowledge gave rise to 6 individual schools of thought, and yoga was one of these. The Yoga school of thought is closely related to the Samkhya school of thought, and in some ways to the Vedanta school of thought. To put it very, very simply, Samkhya presented philosophical questions concerning the nature of reality, and in yoga presented a systematic approach to answer those questions through direct experience. The sage Patanjali is often associated with yoga. He's considered to have had an in-depth knowledge of yoga, its practice, how it was taught, and how it had been written about up until that point. And he took this information, he organized it and fine-tuned it. And then in his Yoga Sutras, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, we can find instruction and knowledge on the practice of yoga. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it's clearly outlined what the 8 limbs of yoga practice are. In short then, yoga originated from ancient Indian philosophy. It made its way to the West in the second half of the 19th century. The great sage and Swami Vivekananda traveled from India to the USA in 1893 and spoke at the Parliament of World Religions. He was really well received there, and so he went on to share the teachings of Yoga, Samkhya, and Advaita Vedanta around the world. Later, in 1920, Paramahansa Yogananda traveled from India to the United States, where he toured around the country sharing the teachings of yoga and initiating people into Kriya Yoga. He then went on to form what could be considered the first yoga centers in the West. Later, others followed, and modern yoga evolved.